Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Malicious Jasper, and we're back with the final installment of a look back at Guild Wars. This time, we're checking out Eye of the North, the last piece of the puzzle. It was a normal expansion pack, so not a standalone game. It was a expansion pack, and basically it built on the previous games. So you got some new heroes, you got new storyline, and the biggest improvement was they added dungeons, which are these longer types of team-based battles. Basically, you know them from other MMORPGs. Dungeon is a dungeon where you fight at the end the dungeon boss, which is a stronger enemy. And you get some awesome loot at the end. So they added that, new quests, new heroes, new skills, new titles. Basically, they added a couple of things. Story-wise, it leads up to Guild Wars 2. So they introduce the Elder Dragons. Well, they do not introduce them in the game, but they you have to fight the Great Destroyer, which is the lieutenant of one of these elder dragons, and it's at the end of the game it's hinted that there's a greater evil lurking about. So these destroyers, they're popping up everywhere, killing beasts, Norn, which are actually a larger version of humans, the Char, which you've met in Guild Wars 1, and Asura, new race of tiny, big-eared, annoying motherfuckers. So those destroyers are wreaking havoc all over the country, and you have to stop them. Unite the Norn, the Char, the dwarves, the Ebon Vanguard, which are humans, and the Asura into a big alliance against these destroyers. And at the end, you can battle a big ass motherfucking monster, the Great Destroyer, and you have to stop him. So basically, it's a pretty standard storyline. There's an evil beast or man or god who wants to rule the world or destroy it, and then you have to stop them. But the biggest new introduction in this game were the dungeons. Dungeons were actually one of the major new things in this game. The storyline was also interesting because you no longer had to take a set path. You could choose to help the Norn first and then go to the Char, or you could start with helping the Ebon Vanguard, or you could start with the Asura. So there was some choice there, which was pretty interesting. But the dungeons were the major addition to the game. You could do these dungeons with up to 8 people. There were short dungeons of only one level, which could take about, I don't know, half an hour, 45 minutes, maybe longer. And there were dungeons that were up to 5 levels, which were the longest in the games, that could take up to several hours, and were pretty challenging, especially in hard mode, since somewhere in I'm not sure, maybe Prophecies, I'm not sure when they introduced hard mode, but hard mode and dungeons combined was that was a pretty interesting experience. The enemies get even stronger, and you remain the same. So it's all about cooperation there. So the dungeons, basically, you went to a dungeon entrance, and there was a guy nearby who had a quest, which granted you access to the dungeon, and then you just killed everything in your path, made your way to the boss, and killed him, which was actually quite fun to do. It was actually one of the better activities to do with the guild. They introduced new titles, like I said. What they also did was expanded the PvE only skills, which were coupled to those titles. So if you had a higher rank in the title, skills corresponding with that title would be stronger until you've maxed them out, of course, which was very interesting. They added a lot of cool PvE only skills. PvP didn't change that much. No new mode as far as I'm aware. That's except for Codex Arena, but that came after the release. Codex Arena replaced Hero Battles in the PvP section of the game, but that was Codex was quite a recent change. Ivan North was an interesting game. It was fun to play. A lot of grinding, I'll have to admit that, especially for the titles. A lot of dungeons, quite a few new quests. It was a fun game to play. Definitely worth buying. So that's it for me. We're done with the look back at Guild Wars series. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you maybe in one of my next videos. See ya.